Hey everyone, it's Carly Renee, and I'm here this week to discuss spouse and partner abuse. Now, I am reading off of a blog that I posted a while ago, only because it has pretty much everything into it. Now, keep in mind there are 4 types of abuse: neglect, sexual, physical, emotional. Now, the definitions for these 4, just to clear things out, okay? Neglect. Neglect occurs when a parent or guardian does not provide food, shelter, safety, supervision, clothes, education, attention, or medical treatment. Often it is about what they don't do. Sexual. Any form of touching, intercourse, or exploitation of your body. This includes taking pictures of you for sexual purposes, asking you to touch someone else's private parts, or making sexual references to your body. Physical. The easiest of all 4 types of abuse to spot because the clues can be obvious when someone hits, slaps, beats, burns, kicks, or stabs you. However, there might not be evidence when someone grabs your arm, shakes you, or pushes you around, but that's definitely physical abuse. Now, my biggest one, emotional. When someone threatens or humiliates you, this includes calling you names, putting you down, insulting you, or breaking your things. Control is a huge part of emotional abuse and involves chronic anger, jealousy, accusations, and distrust. This type of abuse is the hardest to spot because the injuries aren't physical or immediately visible. Emotional abuse can still be mistaken for passionate or intense love. Now, neglect isn't a big one with spouse or partner abuse or anything like that. It can be. If you neglect them long enough, they could feel unwanted or develop low self-esteem, which we don't want. Sexual is pretty obvious. If you feel like you're being sexually harassed, you need to report it or tell the person to stop. And if they don't, that's when you need to call someone or ask for help. This can be any situation that includes anything listed previously that could make you feel really uncomfortable. Physical is most obvious. I've dealt with physical abuse pretty much my whole life. Not to me personally, but to a family member close to me. That person was in multiple situations where they were abused. But the thing that bothers me is when people know they're being abused, but won't really admit it and they go back to that person. That's what really upsets me. I want one person watching this that thinks they're being abused in any way to say, I've had enough. If you have, please let me know, because that is probably the biggest thing any of you guys can do. Emotional abuse can include if this person is being really possessive of you, whether they are calling you multiple times, giving you text messages, asking who you're with, where are you, how long are you going to be there, or insisting that they have to be there every single time. It also can include jealousy if you're hanging out with someone and they tell you not to, or they tell you that you shouldn't be hanging around any other girls or any other boys or anything like that. There's a difference between if they don't like someone or if they're being really possessive, and there's ways to tell them apart. You just have to kind of observe it and realize which is wrong and which one's right. Another thing in emotional abuse that really bothers me is when they call you names, whether it is the C word, the B word, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G words, you know. Any instance like that, you need to say, whoa, 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 whoa. Another one would be if this person tells you that if you break up with them or you don't want to be with them or you won't talk to them, that they'll kill themselves. That's probably for attention and they need to get help themselves. So don't feel obligated to stay with them or anything like that just because they say that. They need to go out and seek help themselves instead of coming to you and telling you that. Because that is probably a huge deal on someone's mind. I know if someone told me that, thoughts would be going through my mind, well, what if they actually do? What if they don't? You need to get them help. That's pretty much it. If you're scared or you get upset because you don't want to anger your partner, you gotta look over some of the things in your relationship and realize, why am I scared to do this? Or why am I upset when they're getting mad at me for this little thing, or something like that. I've had multiple friends that have been in these situations, and I've tried to help them out of it, but they don't listen. That's probably my biggest pet peeve, is when I try to give advice to someone when they ask for it and they don't use it. Guys, this subject is very serious. If you feel like you're being abused in any situation, you need to seek out, you need to voice what is going on with you. You cannot keep this silent. There's no excuse for domestic violence. None. Now, there is a national domestic violence hotline, and I posted my other video, but I'll post it here as well. It is 1-800-799-SAFE. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you are going through any situation and you want to provide advice for any other people in abusive relationships, also leave a video response telling me which one you think is worse. If you don't think one is worse than the other, let me know. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you next week. Bye. Oh, and if you guys have any topics that you want us to cover, please let us know, or you want to see us do something, whether it's like truth or dare or something like that, please let us know. Email us at theclosetclick@gmail.com.